Hello, this is Distracted Lord, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. And I'm technically here in survival, but I'm not going to be playing survival. I'm just here for the car. And if you're wondering about survival, don't worry, I will make a second series, but that will come along when we have an update, and it makes it far more interesting, and so that it won't just be a repeat of last series, because what's the point in that? But I've built a car here, which I can use in survival. And the reason I'm actually in survival is because resource collectors don't exist in creative. I don't think tanks do either. It's a bit weird. Creative and survival have very little parity, but never mind. So this is my car that I can use in survival. So if I just hop on in, we can see we have a bunch of switches. So one is interesting because you see we just have normal steering. So if I activate one, then this activates three-wheel steering, which is cool and slightly weird. But basically it just gives you more steering, because otherwise in Scrap Mechanic you just permanently understeer. Then two will give you increased ride height and also increased camber, because for some reason there is camber. There is no way that there possibly can be camber, but there is camber anyway. You see, this here is as far... This wheel can't move out any further. This can't stretch. Oh wait, no it can. Weird bearing stuff means it stretches. Also, this vehicle is slightly laggy, and so I might have to make it simplify its suspension setup or something. Also, another interesting feature with 2 is I can control the pistons manually with 2, but also if it's in low ride mode, as I like to call it, and we end up going over a big bump or something, and this puts us in the air. As you see, on the ground we have traction here, and then when we jump up into the air, then we still have traction nearly. Bad example, but it turns off low rider mode to give you maximum traction instantaneously, magic stuff. Then we have tree choppy thing. Tree choppy thing just goes and chops trees down. Then we have rock mining thing, which mines rocks. We have lights. We have some yellowish lights at the front and some pinkish lights at the back, so we know which way we're facing. Also, if I'm around near my vehicle at night, I can tell which side of the vehicle I'm facing, which is the most useful thing ever. And then we have some guns, and you see the guns spin, but the guns don't just fire constantly, because that would waste loads of ammo. So what we have to do is we have to go find a bot. So as you can see, we are not slow, but we have a sensor on the front underneath it. You can just about see it here. There's a sensor. That sensor goes, is there something in front of me, and is the guns on, then I shoot. Which basically means if you're not actually pointing at something, it won't fire the guns. I mean, I can go and just shred this house here. So you see, we go, oh look, now I'm in range. Now I'm going to fire at it. Pew 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 pew, break house. The sensor's a bit funky. It would be nice if it could have longer range, and perhaps not be just in a straight line. But we can fire quite quickly. If I point it at something that's not going to break, like this container, you see we have not too bad fire rate. And the fire rate, we moved out of range, lol. Why? What? Why is it not working? Did we run out of ammo? We burnt through the ammo. Yes, it fires quicker than the sound effects make you think. No, I thought I turned you off. No. Oh, I turned one off. Turn the switches off in the wrong order. Anyway, right, let's just fill this back up. Hang on. Let's just... We can do this, and then I can say, give me 50. give me 50. There's a stack. I can just go have some. Because then I have, this is actually 50. Yeah, anyway, so if I turn this on, you'll see we're actually shredding it a lot faster than the sound effects make you think. And so with all this shooting, we're probably going to burn. Yeah, we burn through a lot of ammo, but only when there's something in front of me. You see, it took us like 10 seconds to burn through 250 ammo. That's fast. But it stops you from wasting too much ammo. And then I'm just going to refill it. Also, this is the fuel here. We have used up very little fuel. So that's all the switches. Oh, there's a boss. Oh, there's two. I've been driving around here for ages, and I did not notice the fact that there are actually two bosses just standing by the side of the road. Never mind, they wouldn't be able to catch up to me even if they wanted to. Bosses are scary. It's not the fact that they're like, actually they look scary, it's just you suddenly notice they're there and then you're permanently worried. Yay, there's probably more bosses around here. Because I'm actually over down by the second mechanic station in this map. Right, so now we shall go and test this thing against trees and rocks. Here we have a tree. So what we do is we drive up to the tree, we start trying to eat the tree, then we turn on 3, nom 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 nom, just to eat the tree, and that falls down, and then we just drive up and drive along it. Come on, we're not going fast enough, more speed. It's not quite as effective as the whole grab tree, eat entire tree at once, but that's really big and looks terrible, basically. So we can just eat all the tree. We do have 2 resource collectors, but we don't have any refiners because refiners are huge and heavy. And there we go. That's all of those things eaten. There's one more over here we need to grab. Yay, it witnesses 1 resource collector, that's nice. So what I would do is I just have some refineries and I shove one on either side of the car in my base, and then I just drive my car along and park it in my base in between the 2 refineries, and it automatically does the refining bit for me. But then we also happen to have a rock here, which is nice. So we just go along and we turn on the drills, which also turns on my big nice bright light. And we also want to turn on increased ride height, and we're attacking this rock from the wrong side. Let's just continue. Yeah, the car itself is powered by engines. The saws and the drills are powered by controllers because that actually is more efficient. It actually does drill faster if you use. Oh no, we're being attacked. Let's just. There you go. Got him. So we also have my fancy drilling system, which is currently slightly confused because we were driving around a bit. Yeah, you might want to drive around with your drills on. And we can just do this and nom nom nom. There you go. Just straight in with that. Well, there are slightly more rocks than I'm going to be able to fit in my collector, so we're just going to grab these ones. And then we're full, and now we can just head over back to base and get these all ground up. So we just crash over this way, and we have some refiners lined up so that we can just drive on and park in between them, and I tried to line them up, but apparently I forgot that the guns existed. So just imagine that I had organised this a whole lot better. We can then just park in between them, and they actually can't eat. This one needs a chest to be shoved on it. Have a chest. They need chests, because otherwise they get stuck. So you can just be taken out. So as you can see, we just magically eat all this stuff up, and there you go. We just You just have this in survival just a lot better, and then your refineries just magically take stuff from out of here, through the sidewall, through that, and then into there. Let's just not question how scrap mechanic works. So this is efficiency in survival right here. I'm probably going to build something like that in survival. It might be slightly different just to save some lag, stuff like that. Also, that is going to be very expensive because there's a lot of logic in it, as you can see from this mess of wires that is this vehicle. Imagine there's this whole box on the back here which is just full of logic. This whole area on the back is just a box of logic, and then there's some more at the front for the guns, and there's a bunch of switches, and imagine having that much resources in survival. That must take you a while, and perhaps I will build that, but I'd love to. It would be amazing. Survival Series 2 should be around soon. We should hopefully soon-ish get the big survival update, which should add more stuff for me to do and make sure that the second series isn't just a repeat of the first. Okay then, Mr. Haybot. Because obviously I don't want to make the same thing twice, that's just silly. Also, I'd like more stuff to do in survival, because currently I just finished the first series because there wasn't really anything else for me to do. Let's see, where are those big reds? I want to go and fight a big red with a shotgun. You made me jump, mister. Don't do that. There you are. Now this is how you kill a big red. I'm just mashing... There you... I just mashed the button, and now he's dead. Ha. Anyway, that was random. Oh, not the other. I don't want to fight the other one. Goodbye. That's not saying that to you, I'm saying that to the big red. But you also, goodbye.